All right, so here's a look at this glass air fryer that we just got. Now we're gonna be upgrading from our old school Teflon air fryer that we had before, because we wanted to go with something that's a little bit healthier and safer. So you can see on the inside, it's all made of glass inside of here. And then it's also got these metal components. So if we're gonna be using the traditional tray like this is just gonna go down here at the bottom. And you can see that, again, this is gonna be all made of metals and glass. So no need to worry about any type of microplastics. Also, the glass is gonna be BPA free as well. Now I'll go into some of the stuff here in a second that comes with it, but if we take a look up here at the top, you're gonna see all the different controls that we have. So it's gonna have a lot of preset controls, so I can click the on button. You're gonna see that it's got fish, meat, French fries, fruit dehydration, and so on. So you've got a bunch of different options when it comes to using this. You can basically use it like an air fryer. You can use it as a baking kind of machine as well. And all the components that are gonna come with it is you're gonna see there's a tumbling rack right here. This is great for doing things like nuts, French fries, maybe like chicken tenders or chicken fingers, because it'll rotate it around nice and evenly, so you don't have to actually go in, pick it out, and move it around. So this will attach in here, and if you take a look closer inside of here, you'll see that there is a little screw notch right there, and this is the piece that's gonna go in. So we'll go ahead and push that in there. Kind of just, oh, we have to take this wire rack at the bottom out first. So we'll put that in there first. And then over here on this side, this is where the other side is gonna latch into. So if I click that in, snap it down there. Now you'll see we've got a rotisserie in, and this component over here on the side, this is what's actually gonna rotate it. So you'll need to install this. You'll take this piece right here, you'll plug it in, hook it on, and now it's gonna lock into place. And then if I turn this on, you'll see the light is on, and it's gonna go ahead and start rotating. It rotates at like a really slow speed, which is perfect for whenever you're doing any type of tumbling inside of this. Or if you wanted to utilize this for something like a rotisserie chicken, you are able to fit a full chicken in here as well. So these little pieces will come undone like this. You can slide the meat or whatever it is you want to rotisserie cook there, and then these pins are going to hook into the side of the meat, and you can go ahead and tighten it down just like this, and it attaches the same way as the other one does. So this piece just hooks in there like that. We turn that on, and then now you've got your rotisserie going. So really nice and really easy way to cook a lot of different things. But I think most of the time, most people are gonna be using something like this. So if you're cooking any type of meat, maybe like a steak, fish, French fries, anything like that, that's really simple that can be laid on top of here, this is just gonna go right into the top. Now, for cleaning this is also gonna have a self-cleaning option. So you're able to put some soap, some water inside of here, and it's gonna go ahead and automatically clean. And this is such a game changer when it comes to a product like this, because you got your oils, you got everything dripping down here at the bottom. So it's really easy to just throw that water and soap in there. It'll clean everything up, and then you can kind of just rinse it out after. The bowl on the inside is really smooth. There's no cornered edges or anything like that that make it difficult to clean. It's really just a nice smooth bowl down here at the bottom. Then underneath you've got these rubber feet, which are great also because it's going to help to not move and slide around on the countertop. Plus, once you get this top on here, the weight of this is actually really going to hold this down. So you definitely don't have to worry about this moving. Now when you're using this, let's say we turn this on right now and we've got something cooking in there. Obviously the inside is going to be hot. The middle part's gonna be hot. So the way that we take this off and set it on the counter is we're gonna pop it off, and you can see on the back there's these little legs right there. We're gonna place this down on the countertop just like that, and it has a nice little kickstand to it. So it makes it really easy for you to just take that off. If you did need to go in and move the food around or take the food out, you can easily just do that. Now let's say we're cooking something and we need to make multiple batches of it. So maybe we want to take this out every time, clean the top off, or maybe spray it with some oil, but we don't want to get it in the bowl. So what we'll do is, if this is in here, something's cooking, this piece will actually help us to pull it out. So you basically just squeeze these pieces together. You're gonna hook it in there like that, and then you've got a nice easy way to take this out without actually grabbing it, because obviously this part is gonna be hot. You can lay it down here on the countertop, squeeze the piece, and now you've got it all out just like that. Now, if you're lazy like me, you could also use some of these air frying papers. That way you don't have to actually clean it as often. So you could just throw it in there just like that, do a little lining, and then you're able to cook your food in there. This is just gonna help to cut down on cleaning time, just so you don't have to go through and like clean this out every single time, and you don't have to leave a mess inside of here. They're also gonna include a booklet that's gonna come with it. It'll be a quick start guide, but it's also gonna have other ways to improve the way that you cook. So for example, they recommend for anything that's frozen for you to kind of thaw it out to get the best results. Another thing that it recommends here is if you take a little bit of olive oil or some type of cooking spray and spray over the food, it'll have a nice crispy, even cook. Plus it's also gonna have a little guide in here that's gonna show you how long and what temperature you're gonna cook your foods at. So you've got things like thin frozen French fries, you've got steaks, pork chops, hamburger, and even if you wanted to make a cake, it's got a cake option as well. If you don't like this color specifically and you wanted to do a different color, you could just go check the listing and they've got a bunch of different color variation options. I honestly like this. I feel like it fits nicely here in the kitchen. It's not too loud, but it does add like a little pop of color in the kitchen. So kind of consider that when you're picking out your color, because you know, this is probably gonna be sitting on your countertop at all times. It definitely does look good. It looks a lot better than your old school traditional air fryer. Looks kind of like a retro modern kind of thing. So if you're looking for a really good air fryer, something that's going to be a lot safer than those older air fryers that have the Teflon, the plastic, then I would definitely recommend picking one of these up.